Hello, everybody. Lauren Bloomer here, $1 Million Sales Director. And I've done the quota sharing 6 times and the quota sales 7 times in my 11-year Mary Kay journey. So I'll take you back. When I started Mary Kay, I was teaching full-time, planning my wedding, working on a master's degree, and singing in a cover band on the weekend. So I was busy. I wasn't looking for anything. But I'm so glad that my beauty consultant gave me great customer service. And yes, she shared the business opportunity with me. And even though I said no a few times, I'm so glad that she asked yet again. So I want to share some of my tips today about sharing this amazing, incredible opportunity and the gift that it is to women. Okay, so here's a little bit of how this went down. So once I made a decision, once I went to seminar, I went to seminar with one person on my team. I was a senior consultant. And then when I went to seminar, I got the vision to become a sales director. So part of my story, you guys, is that when I came home, I had 2 people on my team at that point. This was about the 15th of the month. And I made a decision that I was going to become a sales director, that I was going to submit for DIQ the following month. And so I needed to go from 2 active to 10. Which is kind of a big leap, right? But, I was just kind of too dumb to doubt. I believed that I could. And so what I did was I made a list on a good old piece of notebook paper of all of the women in my life that I would just be thrilled if they said yes. I didn't put any emotion behind it. I didn't worry if I had asked them before. Heck, I didn't even worry if they knew I was a part of Mary Kay. I just made my list and said, you know what, I'm going to ask. I'm going to share. And I picked up the phone and I made the calls one by one by one. And I shared my heart, and every single conversation was different. No 2 conversations were the same. But you see, I made a decided mind. I had a decided mind and heart that there was no other option that I was going to finish, because I had committed at that time. I had committed to my national that I was going to submit. So it just really looked like picking up the phone, having that 3 seconds of courage, right? That 3, 2, 1 dial, and just sharing my heart. And so when we think about sharing the business, I think sometimes we get so caught up in, what if I don't say the right thing? What if she asks me a question I don't know? Instead of just saying, I'm just going to share from my heart the gift that Mary Kay is, and allow her to make a decision that's best for her. So that's the first thing I want to share. And I just want to give hope that you can have a sharing goal that's big, or you can have a goal that might seem big. But when you have that decided mind and heart, and when you share with enthusiasm, right? When you share with passion, I believe that the right people will say yes. I've been taught you can't say the right thing to the wrong person, and you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, right? If it's the person that you're supposed to share with, it, you'll just say exactly what they're supposed to hear. Okay. So that's the first thing that I want to share. The second thing that has been really big when I think about team building is utilizing guest events, right? Either virtual or in person. I remember driving in the car, picking up women saying, hey, come with me tonight. I want you to see what I'm a part of, and just see what I'm working on right now, and bringing women to those guest events where they could see a bigger picture, where they could see the sisterhood and the culture, and get another layer of what Mary Kay really was. So there's power in the gathering. There's power in the guest events. And now we have the incredible resources to do that virtually. So maybe there's been a woman or women that you've been talking to. She hasn't quite said yes yet, but you could utilize a guest event that's virtual, that she could be able to watch from the comfort of her home to see a bigger picture, maybe hear a different voice. When I started my business in the beginning, the reason that I went from the no to the yes was because I heard a different voice, because my consultant knew that I would be great. She has shared that with me. And so she said, I was willing to get uncomfortable to get you on the phone with my mentor, right? So she connected us. She was a connector of hope. That's what I call her. She was the connector of hope, because it was just that different voice. And I don't know that she even shared anything else, anything that I hadn't heard about the business, but it sounded different to me. And that's why I think utilizing guest events, either virtually or in person, is so important and can be such a big link to our team building, right? To be able to hear that different story, that person that she might connect with, that different energy exchange, that might be what gets her to say yes. So I think utilizing guest events is so very important. Okay, the third thing that I've really been working on right now, that's been super passionate for me right in this time, is sharing with at least one person per day. So, I have this really audacious goal this year, which I'm sure most of us listening do. And I realized as I was being accountable and turning in my stats that I'm seeing a lot of faces, and I'm working full circle. But when I had to turn in my sharing, my personal sharing, I didn't like the numbers. It just wasn't anything to, I guess, be proud of. And so I thought, how could I just break it down to something incredibly simple that I know that I could master, that I know that I could get into the routine of? And that was to share with one person a day. One share a day. And so my wording, how I started reaching out to women was just, hey, Susie, I hope you're having a great day. Hey, I've got a goal. I'm moving into my next leadership position in Mary Kay. And in order to do that, I have to share with at least one woman a day. One woman a day. Would you be willing to help me? Could you be that one for me today? And then I wait for her to respond. And then I see if she's able to jump on a call, or if she's able to jump on a Zoom, or if she's just willing to watch a 5-minute video and answer some questions for me. But, focusing on that one thing, that one share a day, has been really great because it's got me focused on the right things. What we focus on, we get more of, right? But it also, it's brought in some new great sharp team members, and because I'm focusing on that, because it's a feeling inside, like I have to share today with one person, and I choose you, and here's why. And that's the other thing of what I'm doing, is I'm really just sharing why I'm choosing her, validating what I see in her, and also letting her know how that helps me as well. Because would you agree that even the women that say no, when they listen to more business information, they fall more in love with Mary Kay. They fall more in love with our culture, with our sisterhood, with our company, what we stand for. So I just found that dumbing it down to the ridiculous, which is one share a day. So my challenge for you today, as I wrap up, is just, who could you share with today? What's that one person? And what if you have audacious goal of, earning your bumblebee this year, which, oh my gosh, love that. I love what it represents. I love that it represents lives changed. But what if you were to focus on just one sharing appointment a day, or 2 shares a day? What would that look like for you? How would that feel? And I don't know about you, but every time I share this business, I get resold myself. I get resold myself on why this is truly the best opportunity on the planet. So what if you could just focus today? And my challenge for you as I wrap up is, who could you share with today? Who's the one woman today that you could share with? Could you get that notebook and just write down the names of the women that you would just do cartwheels if they said yes? And then break it down, one share a day. Would you be willing to help me? I'm working on my next leadership challenge, and I need to share with at least one woman today. And today I choose you. And you guys, if she says, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't help today, I say, can you be tomorrow's? Can you be tomorrow's share? Book her for that next day or the next day. Let her know, this is what I see in you. This is why I'm asking you. So ladies, I'm cheering you on. I'm believing that as a company, we are going to be growing exponentially and abundantly right now in this season. And would you agree? We've got the best opportunity on the planet, the best. So let's go share. Let's share with intention, and blessings to you. Bye-bye.